Okay, more drawing on putting a spinning weapon onto Avenger. Since the last video I actually moved the motor a bit closer, but that could change at the moment. I just thought I'd move it closer, that way the chain's less likely to derail. And I've managed to remove those bottom axles and those bottom bearings. Well, I haven't removed them, I've suppressed them, so they're still in the axe. So yeah, they're still there in the axes and knives and things. So they're all still there, but in the first spinning weapon I'm going to draw up here, they've been suppressed. I've also I've put a 20 tooth sprocket on there instead of a 30 tooth. So it's got a smaller sprocket, and we've got a 10 tooth on the weapon. I'm just trying to decide if I should make it 8 or 10 or whatever. It's not going to be a extremely fast spinning weapon since I'm only going to run it on 4 cells. But I also want a bit of torque in there because I want to put the swing hammer on. And the swing hammer would require more torque rather than speed. But we'll just leave it for the moment because I need to put the chain on there. I need to make sure the chain distances are correct. And I've set up this chain, so I just need to modify it. If I just open it, come on, open. Yeah, open the chain model. You edit the spreadsheet. I have a rough estimate of how far I want between the two sprockets. I've got 20 tooth and a 10 tooth. It's saying at the moment it's around about 3.9 inches. I want it to be about 3 inches, so we'll try 34 tooth. No, 32. 32 is a bit closer. Yeah, we'll leave it 32 teeth. 32 links. What am I saying tooth for? 32 links of chain. We'll save that. Update that. There we go. That's what chain would look like. Remember the part number, weapon part 27. There we go. So now I need to change it so that those distance between the weapon and the motor are now the same length as that. So if we go to the skeleton, drive in the chain, where are you, chain, number 27, here we go, center to center distance, there it is, okay, nope, what's the center to centers, which one is it, where's 27, one, two, okay. So if I go back to the main layout, delete the angle for what the motor's sitting at, put in dimension between it, the center of the weapon axle, the center of the motor, aligned, select the center 1, 2 parameter, here it is. So now the motor sits the correct distance for the gear reduction for the axes, 3-stage gear reduction for the axe, and single stage for the spinner. So that way I can remove sprockets and add sprockets back in to change gear reductions. So, goody. Just save that. Back to the main model. Update it. Motor moves a little bit. So now we're just constraining this chain. And the chain is on the center line of the weapon sprocket. So where's the center plane of the weapon sprocket? I don't know. I'm looking at the right part. Just can't see it. We'll go wireframe that way I can see it. There we go, that one. So it's on the center line of that plane and that plane. There we go. Apply. Done. Turn it back on to shaded. Geez, my mouse is really figuring me up at the moment. Oh, center line of that axle, center line of motor. And there's the center. I want that. Really need to pull my mouse apart and clean it. And the center line of that and the center line of that. There we go. Happy. So that's the weapon drive for a spinner. If we use the same robot to drive a spinner, that's what it would look like. Now we just need to draw a disc. Although I need to open up the front a bit more. But I want to see where the disc sits first and how big a disc we can have. So I'll just quickly draw a disc in the skeleton model. Where are you? The axis sitting on the center line of the robot. If I get the right center plane. Yeah, that one. Should already know that. And draw a disc on it. Just hit F7. That doesn't make it any clearer. Anyway. So the disc has the same bore as the axis, so that's the bore of the axe. Is that the bore of the axe? Oh, I've got two there. Which one's the bore of the axe? No, it's just been tricky. No, we'll leave it like that. I've got two circles there, I don't know why. Obviously I was drawing something and forgot what I was doing. And we've got to figure out how big a disc we need. So we'll draw in a construction circle, like that. And the disc, we can make it much clearance between the bottom of the robot. So if we have a, that's only 215, if we go 220, it's not a very big disc. It's not very much clearance at the bottom there. It does stick out the front. Okay. Now I'll do my usual sawtooth drawing. I'll draw it up the top. Oh, this mouse is annoying. Why is this mouse not liking me all of a sudden? Add numeric. Number of circular saw teeth. So I've got the straight saw as well. We'll make that a unitless dimension. Put 8 teeth on him. So the angle between the teeth is 360 divided by the number of teeth. Come on, click on the right thing. Number of teeth. There we go. And we'll draw in the shape. And there's a tooth. 10-degree angle on the tooth. Draw one over on the second one just so we can get our arcs right. Same angle. Same length. We'll change the length of the teeth and make it 25 deep for the moment, just to see what it looks like. Draw an arc from there to there-ish, and a little arc to finish off the bottom. Make them all tangential to each other. Beautiful. And we'll make this one tangential to the arc of the disc. It's a bit aggressive. And we'll just put a little arc in here, finish him off. That's tangential to the tooth. Yes, I know. And it's equal to the one over here. And we will split this one on that line so that the inventor doesn't get confused. So now that one's actually 2 arcs. And we'll put a dimension on this bottom one, make him about 6. And we'll make this one 60. Oh, okay, that's why. Delete that. That point there and that point there aren't equal. I was wondering why I had the dimension up. There we go. I didn't actually need a dimension for that. Yes, I'm already saved. And I'll just finish off the shape. And there. And we'll do a little arc down the bottom just to be safe. Alright, click. Stupid mouse. Okay, done. Finish sketch. Save. Oops, renamed that to be circular saw. Yeah, now we'll save again. Done. New drawing, new part. Yeah, stop beeping at me. Open the correct skeleton. The wrong skeleton here. That's the right skeleton. There we are. And we want the circular saw drawing. We want the plate thickness parameter and the number of teeth. Done. Extruding out. No, not that. No, you're not listening to me, computer. Stupid inventor. There you go. Primary plate thickness. About the center. And pattern it around the same number of teeth. Done. Perfect. Looks a bit aggressive actually. Maybe those teeth are too deep. Make the teeth less deep. Where is it? Over here. Make them only 20mm. Update. Change to steel. 1.3 kilos, so it actually weighs almost the same as an axe. But we've got a lot less sprockets, so we can actually make it heavier. I don't know how. Gonna mean a bigger disc. There we go, make it red the same as the axles and save the part as part number 28. Save. Okay. Why am I saving it twice? Copy into the assembly. Paste it in. Put it onto zeros. Apply. Ground it. Apply. And that's what Avenger would look like with a disc. I think it looks alright. Probably needs to sit forward a little bit more. And I definitely need to open up this front groove. Need to go right down to the bottom from the looks of it. Other than that, it actually looks almost decent, doable. Yeah, I kind of like it. And just save. Okay, we can have a disc. Or an axe. Suppress. Or an axe. There we go. Save. Two different types of weapons onto the one robot. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. This one. Disc. And that'll actually be lighter. So next time I've got to open it up and move it around a little bit so the disc sits in there a bit better. Alright, save, done.